Hey everybody, welcome back to our Advent series, A Traditional Christmas. Today I have with me an extra special guest. This is the Reverend Kim Henning, who is my colleague and co-worker here at Grace Congregational Church. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Pastor Coley.
One of the things that Pastor Kim and I do in these weeks leading up to Christmas is that we go around and visit the church members who are homebound and we bring them Holy Communion. So I invited Pastor Kim on to tell us a little bit about that practice, why it's significant, and how it got started.
Well, here at Grace Congregational Church, we celebrate Holy Communion twice a month. That was not my decision. It was the decision of our diaconate. The members of the diaconate have discerned that the members of our community enjoy receiving the sacrament of Holy Communion. So twice a month, we serve it to our members here at church. And it just seemed like an obvious outreach that when people are no longer able to be with us on a Sunday morning, that we take the sacrament to our members. So 2, 3, 4 times a year, we share in taking the sacrament to our members. We go at Christmas, Thanksgiving, Pentecost, and Easter.
Kim, do you have any stories to share of particular moments or times that you were with someone sharing communion with them and it was especially meaningful?
2 thoughts come to mind. One is whenever I come into someone's home with the sacrament, it's always an incredible moment. It just always feels special, beautiful, like the members of our community enjoy that as being a meaningful part of their lives. It's just a moment set apart. The other story is here at Grace Congregational Church, we had a member who lived among us during the last years of her life. Her name was Helen Bishop. Helen Bishop came to us in Two Rivers from Menasha. She came to Two Rivers to live with her daughter. And I would take the sacrament of Holy Communion to Helen and her husband. And what's kind of cool is when I went through the liturgy of Holy Communion, I would get to that part which says, "Come to this table not because you must, but because you may. Come not because you are strong, but because you are weak. Come not because you have any claim on heaven's rewards, but because you stand in constant need of heaven's mercy and help. Come not to express an opinion, but to ask for a presence and pray for a spirit." Well, when I would offer that as part of the liturgy, Helen would chime in with me. It was like all the years that she grew up in the church, spent time in the life of the church, those words were repeated often. And when I introduced that in the liturgy, she just found that to be a comfortable place for her to recite those words with me. And to this day, when I do that part of the liturgy, it's just one of those neat moments.
That's cool. When we celebrate communion together, one of the things that we say is that we are symbolically joining with Christians around the world and throughout time who have done this together. And so that's neat that she really was doing it together with you in that moment.
And it came spontaneously. It wasn't prompted. It was just part of her heart, part of her faith, part of her memory for being part of the Christian community for lots of years.
Thanks, Pastor Kim, for being with us today and sharing some of your own faith practices and Christmas traditions.
You're welcome.